Noise, you're on, Mr. Chairman.
I call to order the Berlin Township Trustees regular meeting for August 25th, 2025 to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Trustee O'Brien.
Here.
Trustee Rail. Here. Trustee Bullard. Here.
That takes us to approval of minutes.
Mr. Chair, we haven't received the February 10th regular meeting minutes with the inserts provided, so I move to accept March 6th special meeting minutes with the red line additions noted in the email sent this afternoon from me, and dispense with the reading. In addition, I will withhold bringing forward March 10th and March 13th.
I second. So clarification, that's March 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moved by Trustee Rail, seconded by the chair. Discussion. Please call the roll.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
The next item we have is a possible executive session, but without objection, I'm going to move the agenda a little to fire department swearing in, and then we'll jump back to the regular.
Appreciate that.
Would you like to introduce?
Yeah. I'd like to present Brandon Connolly. A couple meetings ago, we identified the need for a full-time fire inspector, and Brandon was a logical choice for that. He's been training in that position for over a year now, really since my arrival, but intensely since January. I think he's going to be a great fit, and I'd ask the board to swear him in officially to that position this evening.
Thank you. Comments from the board before I swear him in?
Could not agree more. Appreciate your great service to the township and looking forward to your next adventure in this role.
Thank you. So if you don't mind, so let's. So if you want to use this one. I, Brandon Connolly,
I, Brandon Conley,
do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution
do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution
and the laws of the United States of America
and the laws of the United States of America
and the Constitution and the laws of the State of Ohio
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Ohio
and the rules and regulations of the Berlin Township Fire Department
and the rules and regulations of the Berlin Township Fire Department
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
As the Fire Inspector of Berlin Township Fire Department,
As the Fire Inspector of Berlin Township Fire Department,
I pledge to always carry out these duties
I pledge to always carry out these duties
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
never allowing personal feelings or danger to myself
never allowing personal feelings or danger to myself
to deter me from those duties.
to deter me from those duties.
I recognize the badge of my office
I recognize the badge of my office
as a symbol of the public faith and trust,
as a symbol of public faith and trust,
and I promise to serve with compassion,
and I promise to serve with compassion,
pride,
pride,
and integrity.
and integrity.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't prepare anything.
Thank you very much.
The certificate copy is for you.
Okay.
The other copy will be for Jeff in your file.
Trustee O'Brien, can I have you hand in the certificate?
Sure.
Would you like to hear what?
Here's what you think.
No. Paper copies for your file, the certificate copy's yours. Yeah. Suitable for print.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations, thank you all for showing up. And you're welcome to stay for the whole meeting, it's very exciting.
Nice meeting you guys.
Okay, so that takes us to public comment.
If I may I distribute these and then I'll introduce myself? Thank you, and I do have 5 copies, if I may keep one, while I talk to you all, and then I'll give you my last copies. And would you like me to stand up? Okay, just want to make sure, I don't need to be too slow. So I'm Susan Rowe from Denver Public Health District. And today I just have 2 pieces of information to share with you upcoming in September and October. In September, on Saturday the 13th at Ohio Wesleyan, there's going to be a suicide prevention walk. It'll be a 1.5-mile loop in downtown Delaware. And it is a free event, so it's a free of charge. They actually are distributing free t-shirts. And it's to impact anyone's journey through this suicide and hopes to prevent that. And then in October, we have free tire disposal. This is to prevent mosquitoes and mosquito breeding sites. And they had a lot of success the last time that they did this. And I know everyone's ramped up for it this time too. So it's October 18th, it's on a Saturday, again from 9 to noon. You can see at the bottom there's certain requirements. It's only 10 passenger tires is the max limit. And so I know everyone's really looking forward to that. It is for residents only, not for businesses. So does anyone have questions about those 2 things?
Thank you. A comment is that I'm pleased that we have the tire collection because it helps keep them off our roads, because there are certain places that collect tires that, and they do become a breeding ground for mosquitoes. The other thing I wanted to ask was, or question is, are you going to be at the Delaware County Fair and do the immunizations and the like again?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I actually am surprised that they didn't have something ready for me to explain that a little bit more. I'm sure they're just putting down different dates and times and things like that. But yes, you can guarantee that that department will be there. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll turn it over to the board.
I think this is a great service, so appreciate it. And we'll be sure to put it on our social media.
Okay, wonderful. And then have I been emailing it to the right?
You have.
Okay.
Yeah, it really should also go to the administrator at berlintwp.us, that's Aubrey Hale.
Okay.
But sending it to me and the zoning secretary is the right in for it.
Okay. All right. Always let me know if there is something different. Would anyone like this final copy?
We're good.
Okay.
Do you have any other thoughts?
No, I think it's great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank
you. Have a good one.
Did we get a grant for the tires? Or-
Yes. Yes, I did.
That's very unusual.
It was very unusual, and the success with which we had the last event, I think it astounded everyone. And at the same time, it is so important because it is absolutely mosquito breeding and litter, and it's a great way to get rid of it. It's the right spot.
Thank you very much.
And I've got another comment. Could we figure out a way to get this on the website? To let everyone know that this is available. And it's be specific about the 13 to 24 inch passenger tires. To let everybody know.
I think we should use this graphic. Don't you?
I mean, this is just,
Great stuff.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Good. And yes, feel free to use exactly this.
Okay,
Yes, you may.
excellent.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? Hearing none, I would like to go on to the next item, which is the executive session on economic development. If I could have a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Move to recess into executive session from regular session pursuant to ORC 121.22G8. Consider confidential information related to marketing plans, specific business strategy, production techniques, trade secrets, or personal financial statements of an applicant for economic development assistance, or to negotiations with other political subdivisions respecting requests for economic development assistance, rather than both the following.
Thank you.
With the following present: the Board of Trustees, the fiscal officer, the assistant to the fiscal officer, the township administrator, present.
Moved by trustee Rail, seconded by trustee Buller. Discussion, please call roll.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes. We are in executive session. I don't anticipate it taking long.
That's fine.
I remember one.
Why is it small? Does it matter that it's small? No.
You ready? I'd like to make a motion that we return to regular session from executive session. So moved.
Second?
Moved by trustee Bullard, seconded by trustee Rail. Discussion, please call the roll.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes. We are back in regular session. No decisions were taken in executive session or actions taken. No decisions or actions. Okay, that takes us to road department requisitions. First one is, do you want to lead us or do you want?
It doesn't matter. First item is monthly expenses.
Move to approve $423.71 for monthly expenses.
Second?
Moved by chair, seconded by trustee Rail. Discussion.
No, this is our number 2 month requisition number.
Please call the roll.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes. Next one is to Dexter. And this is for a 9-foot snowplow to go on the new I-50 dump truck. And what this is recognizing that we're having great difficulty in finding snowplow drivers and people of that nature. This would allow us to be able to plow snow with I-50 dump truck. So with that, I make a motion that we approve requisition R08-03, the amount of $10,216 to Dexter Company, Bucyrus. So moved.
Second. Moved by trustee Bullard, seconded by the chair. Discussion. Please call the roll.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien. Yes. Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is purchase order for a tractor from Bankwell. It's a Case IH tractor that would replace the existing John Deere 5425 in the amount of $113,300. That includes using trading in the 5425 to Bankwell at the time that we're getting the new tractor. So with that, I make a motion that we approve requisition R08-04 in the amount of $113,300 with the expectation being $103,000 to Bankwell. So moved.
Second. Moved by trustee Bullard, seconded by the chair. So,
Are we permitted to?
well, if our road supervisor will talk to that, please.
So the tractor is set up through Sourcewell.
Oh,
So Sourcewell is on there, so you'll see 2 quotes in here. The Sourcewell quote is actually higher than the Case IH rebates right now. So we can go cheaper. So if we went through Sourcewell, it'd been like $118,000. And we're going through Sourcewell, it's only $103,000. So we're allowed to go cheaper. We just can't. If it was more than Sourcewell, we could not use Sourcewell. But since it's cheaper, we can go the cheaper amount.
I think you might have mixed a couple terms there. So you're saying Sourcewell, which is a co-op, which allows us to not go to bid,
Correct.
is the lower price.
No, it's the higher price.
The higher price.
So going through Case IH is a lower price. That's why we can do it, because it's less than Sourcewell.
Case IH is a co-op as well,
No, it's just what, if you and I was to go in and buy the tractor, that's what it would cost.
but if we were to go in and buy the tractor, it's my understanding that anything above $75,000 that's not part of a co-op must go to bid?
So the way it was with the trucks, when was looking at trucks, as long as it's cheaper than state bid, you can go anywhere else. That's why you don't have to buy off state bid for all your vehicles. So say state bid's $10,000, if someone sells you a truck for $9,000, you don't, as long as it's less than, it cannot be more than.
I understand that from a bid perspective, but there was the $75,000 threshold independent of that.
The way I was.
Are you familiar with that?
It's the force account limit.
Yeah.
So the way I was told, as long as it's less than, we don't have to, because we could get it through Sourcewell, but we'd be paying an extra $15,000.
Right. Are we
What it is it's
Are we
like
certain about the legalities of this?
this is not a normal sort of thing. Normally, state bid is less cost than what direct purchase is, but it's not always true.
Right.
And in this case, it's not true. So we can save considerable amount of money by purchasing directly from Van Walker as opposed to using state bid or Sourcewell.
Which I agree with. I agree with everything you guys are saying, but it was my understanding if we did do that route, that we would have to do the bid still. If it was more than $75,000.
Can I request that the board appropriate or approve the higher amount, and we will confirm with legal?
Because if we need it one way or another.
I agree.
And
It's
so-
not a matter of
so-
whether we need it or
So
not.
if
It's
we
just-
approve it at a higher amount and we can get it at the lower amount, then we'll go there.
Yes.
So we need to have that in the resolution.
But then it would be a matter of, we wouldn't be approving for a certain company,
Right, it would be
a blanket.
a blanket,
Mhm.
a super blanket action.
Which I don't know that we can, I think there's some pretty strict parameters if it goes over 75,000, what we can do.
Well, so what we would be doing is appropriating an amount for the state.
Sourcewell.
Sourcewell.
Yes,
And then if it's less, in the resolution, we'll put that it can be substituted for the lower amount.
And that's-
pending prosecutors, pending legal counsel's
And legal.
legal approval. That doesn't require going to bid. Because I think there
I
is,
want to make that motion, it's awfully long now.
it is awfully long, and I think we have a motion, so we need to withdraw that.
I'm going to withdraw the motion,
To,
the original motion.
yes, friendly to have the prosecutor check in. Yes.
Okay, so I'll
As a
agree
friendly,
with that. Well, we're gonna restate it because it's gonna be long, and I don't want to have to all that. So, do you want to take a shot at the resolution? Because there were a couple of caveats you wanted in there, and then we'll add to it if you don't want.
I'm looking at the language real quick. I'm sorry.
it normally doesn't work out this way, but this time it does.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that. It's just that, there's something about that one specific section that I'm uncomfortable with moving forward without legal counsel.
Right,
And that's
so
the reason-
that being a resolution.
Well, why don't we approve it as it is to form pending legal approval?
Well, the problem with that is then if they say no, then we don't have anything, we'll have to delay purchasing.
Till the next meeting.
Yeah, if we don't have a signed purchase order by tomorrow, it delays when we get into, because these have to be built. And so it would potentially push it back a month or a few months getting it next year.
Either way, if you don't get legal approval tomorrow for this path forward and you go through Sourcewell, that's still gonna delay it, right?
No, if we had approval for up to this amount, then we could move forward tomorrow. My hope would be we get a quick answer in the morning.
All right, what's the Sourcewell?
So here's my thought too. Assistant prosecutor Stucco is actually very good in this type of thing. But if he's not able to because it's kind of last minute. I think the administrator has authority to ask other legal counsel. You have other legal counsel that would be skilled in this area. So,
Sourcewell's bid is 129 of 9160.
Okay. Move to appropriate $130,000 as a super blanket for the purposes of purchasing of a tractor to replace the John Deere 5425 per requisition R08-04, with the anticipated amount being $113,300 to Bain Welker, pending legal counsel approval.
so for discussion, for clarity's sake, that means that if legal counsel says Bain is not acceptable, then we will do Sourcewell.
That is what we're saying, although I would actually say that we should probably go to bid on it.
Well, no,
Sourcewell
so
alleviates the bid, that's what.
I know Sourcewell eliminates that need, but I'm saying if we go to bid and then we still do Bain, and then we can go with Bain Welker if we go to bid and Bain Welker then goes and revises quote.
here's the issue in regards to that. Is that one, it delays it significantly because the bid package is considerable.
It's true, so then the question is, does delaying it
Yes,
by 18,000, is that worth it?
well, the answer is probably yes,
I don't know.
because you've got not only inflation, but you've got tariffs.
Right, well, I mean, if we have more time, though, I don't know that 18,000 to save 1 or 2 months worth of ordering is worth it, though, is what I'm saying.
Except for I think it'll be significantly more expensive. So what are your thoughts? Because you're a liaison in this area.
I'm happy to go to the prosecutor, make sure that they're okay with the procedure we're using. But,
So let's say the answer is no, then what?
if the answer is no, then we've got the money there to use the Sourcewell pricing.
And you'd be okay with that
And that's
over
what
against going to bid?
Included with the motion was the 130,000. So we can purchase it either way, as long as, I can't see the prosecutor going against us. I really can't. That's,
Well, because that's a yes, no
Yeah.
answer, so he really should be able to answer. But the question then really goes if he says no. So I'm not hearing agreement with you two in regards to, what, I don't know if you've heard what Trustee Gale said, but I think she's thinking that if it doesn't work, she actually wants to do the package. Which is not really what I'm thinking in this case, because I think the cost will escalate in the timeframe that we put a bid package together. But,
yeah,
what is your thought?
I think it will too.
Can
Right
I,
now, there's special price. Justin?
if Case IH, because I went through Sourcewell, I didn't ask about STS. If Case is on STS, can we have that as an option?
Well, it would have to be under 130,000. If it's under 130,000.
Yes, but if it's,
Within the
if state bid is under, because I didn't worry because we have Sourcewell.
Right. But I think you have your answer, because it has to be under 130,000.
If it's under 130, we could have state, because I didn't look into state bid because we went through Sourcewell. But state bid, they are on state bid.
Okay, further discussion? Please call roll.
Trustee Rail,
Yes.
Trustee Bryan.
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes. Can we check that with the prosecutor tomorrow? Okay, next one is, New Start Construction. This is for, putting LVP flooring in the office back there with the expectation that there'll be more people move in there. With that, I make a motion that we approve requisition R0805, the amount of $1595, with the expectation being less than that, to New Start Construction. So moved.
I second. Discussion. So, For the record, this would not come out of roads funds, correct?
Correct.
Further discussion?
Did we get quotes from
Township?
others?
I had two and there was all within $50 of each other.
Okay.
And this new start's the one that did the firehouse. The really repair, but they was all within these $50 less than everyone else.
Further discussion? Please call roll.
Trustee Fuller.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Okay, the next item is R0806 to Peterbilt for repair of the 2016 Peterbilt power steering unit in the amount of $4,218.45. I'll make a motion that we approve that requisition R0806, $4,218.45 to Ohio Code.
Second. Discussion? Moved by trustee Fuller.
Chair, can he put on there to authorize me to approve the estimate because we're doing it back and forth in text for this repair? How do you want to do that? Because we're on their website to approve repairs. So someone has to approve the estimate. And since it's on my phone, can I approve it if you guys approve the resolution?
We've got contingency there.
I always want to
$383.
authorize the administrator to sign anything. And we need to have a paper trail, it can't just go through text message.
Okay, so I will second the motion on the floor, and we'll deal with that after this motion. Further discussion? Please call the roll.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Trustee Fuller.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes,
So, is your concern that there's not a paper trail or
Correct.
that it's administrative?
paper trail and everything should go through our administrator's operations control.
What we're seeing is vendors are starting to use phone numbers where it is a link to what would be estimates, but we've seen that several times now. And so I don't know how we're gonna get around.
Okay, so
They can't-
I don't see that as a problem, because what you're saying is it's a link, it can be printed out.
Yeah,
So that's different than a text on your phone.
Yeah,
That's-
there are text messages back and forth, but it's through.
But if it has a link, I see no problem with it, that you print it out, you've got it in writing, and then what I think I'm hearing is, Trustee Real wants the administrator to approve it. Do you have a problem with that?
No,
or
no
just,
problem.
or delegate as needed, but it starts with her office. If she wants to delegate, she can delegate.
Want to make a motion?
And this is an emergency repair, because you can't use the truck as it is, the truck's down. So what we're doing is an emergency repair, so we should be okay.
I kind of think that the administrator already has this authority to authorize based on what we've given her.
Okay.
But I'm happy to bring forward a motion to make it clear.
So, if she already has the authority, we don't need to deal with it.
Not necessarily, but if we want to be
Okay,
redundant and make certain that it's clear,
okay.
I'm happy to bring forward. a
Well, I
motion.
think it'll be clear in the minutes here, but Administrator Hale, are you comfortable with the authority that we've already given you, that you can authorize that?
I was not clear. that
Okay,
that was-
Move to authorize Administrator Hale to execute all documents necessary with contractual agreements related to roads and specifically related to emergency repairs and/or delegate as necessary.
Second. Moved by Trustee Real, second by the Chair. Discussion? Please call roll.
Trustee Fuller.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Okay, the next item is in the matter of the disposition for the cemetery. I cannot attend the meeting, and I want to authorize Jesse to be able to speak for us at the disposition meeting. So with that,
Is that the will of the administrator?
pardon?
Yes. The will of the administrator.
It's just for this one. In the matter of, I make a motion that in the matter of appointing Berlin Township Roads Director Jesse Peden to appear and speak on behalf of the Board of Berlin Township Trustees at the September 8th public hearing on the Evergreen Cemetery Drainage Improvement ditch petition as defined by the document. Looking for a date.
September 8th.
We'll have to tell you.
Okay, with it dated August 23rd,
It's 20.
25th, so moved.
Second.
Do we know what resolution this is?
This will be resolution 25-8-53.
53?
53, yes, sir.
Moved by trustee Bullard, seconded by trustee Rail. Discussion. Please call the roll.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Okay, so,
I'll get this.
who would like to lead the discussion on the insurance? Okay.
So this is from Tanktown tornado we had a year ago, March. This one needs to be signed. The 95,000 on the sworn statement is mainly to cover the roof, the siding, and some of the incidentals in cemetery. And then in the packet that was also sent to you, we've got another around 16,000 coming. So our total is going to be around a little over $110,000 that we are receiving back from insurance from the tornado. I did get them to put a little money towards the chipper.
Okay, thank you. So we have delegated various people, but I think since there has been more than one, that just for clarity's sake, we should go ahead and authorize trustee Bullard because, well, for one, I'm not going to be here. So I move that we authorize trustee Bullard to execute any and all documents in regard to insurance of the March
We did that once.
14th, I know,
Okay.
I just want to do it again. 2024 weather event.
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Rail. Discussion. Please call roll.
Trustee Rob. Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien. Yes. Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Okay, so I skipped gov deals. Do we need to discuss gov deals?
So how do you guys, we've got some stuff we need to get rid of. There's 2 old trucks at Evergreen. Do you guys want me to make a list and you make a motion, or how do you guys
Yes.
want to do?
Yes, that's what I want.
We have to formally remove it from the meeting too, right?
Well, that's what we'll do all. Well, we do that after, so. Yes.
Oh, for Jesse.
That way, it's
So-
one list and we can
Yeah.
decide if we don't want something removed, sold, and we'll discuss it. But otherwise, we'll take care of that.
Bring a list, we'll approve the sale, and then once they sell, we'll approve the removal from inventory for the fiscal office.
Okay. That takes us to REA for Dale Ford.
That was, what was you, well, Dale Ford, we've talked with the county engineer. I have some things maybe to run by you. I don't know if you want to do an REA to have the county kind of look into
Yeah.
bike path, multi-use path options. We have some brainstorming ideas that I can go over with you that we've talked about with the conjunction of Willis and Pyatt Road being extended in the next year or two. And we also may have some grant funding opportunities to look into.
So
Excellent, and to provide some context, if I may, just very briefly, I received a video from a resident who showcased there's an increasing number of teenage drivers on Dale Ford per the high school, and they don't know how to make the curve right. And so there's been a few incidents where they are actually propelling into front yards, going across. And the most recent one was particularly egregious because there were kids biking on Dale Ford near that same time.
So.
It's
so
dangerous.
We're all in total agreement. I will tell you that, I've seen the signs, having an opportunity to be fixed and refixed, where they take it out on that curve. I would also comment, not only are there baby carriages there, which has been ongoing, but all of a sudden there are, I don't know what you call them, motorized scooters,
Yes.
that are, it's extremely popular. And there's also, I forget what these things are called, individuals who are riding those things, that they were built originally for, like the post office, that has the.
Oh, the Segway kind of?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly right. So I move that we approve an REA for Dale Ford Road.
Second?
So what is the wording gonna be in the paragraph? It says here, include a brief description of what township is requesting. There are multiple locations listed below. I know we're talking about this for Dale Ford Road. What are we asking for an REA? I hate to give them
I understand.
I'm just gonna ask them look into opportunities for multi-use paths between the Rolls and Pike Extension and Dale Ford Road.
Let's maybe say, because I want it to be a little bit broader in terms of address safety considerations, particularly on the curvatures of Dale Ford, and address pedestrian walkway concerns, because it may be speed limit, it may be signage.
It's not speed limit, because it's down at 40 already. They're not
Yeah.
taking it lower.
But then if there's Rolls Pike connection might be part of the solution, then it kind of broadens it out.
So, I don't have a problem with all that, but I actually like a law of it, just pedestrian use entirely.
Yeah,
Should be
that's fine.
investigated. In addition to the connection to rules, because if they,
walkability.
yes, if the county says, oh, it's a need, then be more likely to include it in the plan.
Yeah, exactly.
My take on things is just a little bit different. What's gonna happen with Rolls and Pike is eventually it'll tie into a roundabout there at Rolson and Curve Road. But that's not gonna happen for a couple, 3 years or whatever period of time. So what we're doing is we're writing an REA, I think, to ask them to come up with a design for that road that's gonna be built 3 years from now.
I don't think that's what
Well-
it's broader than that, though.
Well, it's broader, but it includes that.
It includes that, but it's not exclusive to it. What we're trying to address particularly is the safety on Dale Ford immediately.
And so I think we separate the two. And I think what we do is we write a letter to the county and say, the right thing to do is roll some Pike and Dale Ford should tie together with those, or we would like to see them tie together with trailer or something of that nature. I think that's a separate thing from
You're right,
taking care of the safety.
you're right,
And so the REA should be for the safety on
on Dale Ford
Dale
specifically.
Ford Road specifically.
Mhm.
And then the other thing should be a letter going
Yeah,
to the county engineer that's putting the plan together for the roundabout, all the other things.
you're right. I agree.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Okay, so can the REA should be to improve the safety for,
Dale Ford Road, pedestrian
Pedestrian
walkway.
safety.
Yeah,
Mainly in the area of Lakewood Plains, or you want the whole road?
Dale Ford.
I mean, the emphasis is in that area, but it's not exclusive to that area because they walk the entire thing.
and I think we should limit it to traffic safety.
Yeah,
Traffic and pedestrian.
Well, the thing, I think pedestrian would lead to putting a walkway up and down the road.
That might be what they recommend, and we need to be ready for that.
And that's the only road that I'm actually for that, because I see too many close calls. And I've never seen so many pedestrians on a road ever, anywhere in my life.
And now it's the kids, and that's the thing, is the kids, I mean, it is overtaken as a road with kids on some of these evenings.
Sure.
During the summer, it's day and night, it's all the time.
Plus dawn to dusk. So I think we do need to.
It's actually past that. At dark, I've seen, and, oh my gosh, you guys, it's dark.
Yeah. So I do want to be specific about not just traffic, but pedestrian, because that is, I mean, it's one thing to have a car drive across people's front yards, but there's a whole nother element to this, which is that all of the neighborhood is essentially on the street on a pretty consistent basis, one way or another. And that's not gonna slow down. If anything, it's gonna get worse.
And I think what we're asking for is a budgetary type estimate, not a designed road change, but just a budgetary estimate to look.
I don't wanna limit what they would recommend. I think that is what we're looking for, but I don't wanna say restrict it to anything. I want to know what the county thinks we need to do with this road to improve walkability on it.
I won't say
We don't have to
walkability,
agree.
but safety.
Yeah,
Safety.
safety, absolutely. They are walking on it. It's not, we're not making it more walkable, we're making it safer. But they are walking on it consistently.
So I want to say that because although it leads to what
I
we're
agree,
saying,
I agree.
it won't be,
Misconstrued.
no, it won't be overgeneralized in the future.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I want people to know why. It's not just to be nice and walkable, it's to be safe.
Safe. I mean, but we are gonna we'll start with Dale Ford, but we're gonna have to extend this out
That's a
to
discussion
Berlin
later.
Station Road, that whole
Well,
area.
And
Teenagers been walking in the middle of the road on a very consistent basis now.
in that area they are.
Yes,
They just are.
just right there by
They
the
just,
schools.
they just are. And
Okay.
further discussion?
So do you have the description you need for the REA?
Yes, I just need a signed, any,
Okay.
I can fill in that in. I
And
just
then
need
let's
the signatures.
and friendly amendment to authorize Administrator Hale to execute all documents associated with REAs,
Well, no,
with Dale Ford REA.
but we have to sign or they won't take it, because they won't take an administrator, they have to have a few.
We approve it, but then
If
anything
you have a
else.
copy of the resolution authorizing it, they will take that.
Okay, I'll take that as a friendly amendment.
Okay.
Further discussion?
Could you write the paragraph and then just take a couple minutes, we'll give you this, write the paragraph, and then we'll pass the motion on the RA. That I think would be the right thing to do. That would work.
Okay, so while we're doing that, well.
No, we can't move
I
forward
know,
with this until
we can either table it or withdraw it, but I want to, because I'm going to leave here, I want to deal with a couple of other things real quick. So,
I'm in favor of what we want to
I
do.
understand, I totally understand, I totally
But I
understand.
just want to define. Okay, well, that's going on.
Well, but we can't.
About the Hollenbeck,
Well, I don't want to deal with that because I'm going to leave here. Move to postpone the current resolution for 10 minutes.
second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bullard for a postponement.
Hold on.
Or do you have it done?
okay,
One moment.
super.
Evaluate improving traffic and pedestrian safety on the length of Dale Ford Road.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine
Okay
with
with that. Okay, I withdraw the immediate amendment to postpone. Please call the roll.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
that. Yes.
Okay, without objection, I'm going to jump all the way down to the Rockford Home Settlement Agreement. I do think that there is draft that was sent to us by our attorney, and there's some handwritten comments on this proposed.
Correct, there was a slight amendment to paragraph 4, and that edit changed to without any conditions, for the Berlin Township Board of Trustees approving the application to the Berlin Township Board of Trustees approved and did not formally accept the Board of Zoning Commission's recommendations as part of the Board of Trustees approval regarding the use of vinyl as an exterior finish on March 11th, 2024. I'm comfortable with that phrasing. I was not comfortable with the original.
The motion.
Move to approve the settlement agreement and mutual release as entered into the 25th day of August 2025 by and between the Berlin Township, Ohio Board of Trustees, Iuga Township, and Rockford Homes, Inc., i.e. Rockford.
Second.
Moved by trustee Rail, seconded by trustee Bullard. Discussion. Please call the roll.
Trustee Brand.
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Third document signed for appeal.
I know I see it. There it is.
And then is there somebody that we should approve? It looks like there's only one signature required.
For,
This.
we need to authorize somebody.
Move to authorize Trustee O'Brien to execute all documents associated with the settlement agreement and mutual release of claims between Ohio Berlin Board of Trustees and Rockford Homes.
I will second that with the definition being, this agreement, this is what he's working toward,
This one, yeah.
and it should be dated, 25th.
Can I have a clean copy of your,
Do
can I borrow somebody's copy to rewrite what I
I'm
was
in agreement.
scribbling?
I think this is fine. I think this is just fine.
it? Okay.
But I do want it included in the minutes, like this, if you, zero it into the minutes. And I will sign it while I'm chair.
That's what. I don't do. I don't act.
Okay, so did we actually vote?
No, we haven't.
Please call the roll.
Never got a second.
I second.
Sorry, yes. Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes. With that,
I'll have Steve sign it.
yes. Okay. So I will hand that off to the fiscal officer. I will then go to item 14.1, transition of board chair. I move that we name effective immediately trustee Rail as chair, trustee Bullard as vice chair, and trustee O'Brien as executive member.
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by the vice chair. Discussion? Please call the roll.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Thank you.
With that, I'll excuse myself.
Enjoyed it.
I'll be back.
That's about all I can say.
Well, hopefully,
Hopefully not too soon though.
that's right. I hope that you all do well and that you don't see much of me.
Thank you. Okay.
Don't go far, we may need a signature still yet this week.
Oh, I'll be here till the break.
Fiscal officer. What's that? Did you go to do a copy? Okay, are you good with continuing? Sure.
Christian.
All right, brings us to fire.
We have one more REA.
Oh, we do?
The one you asked, the Hollenbeck and Pike Road, I don't know if you're wanting.
Yes, okay, so for Hollenbeck and Hyatt Road, I received a number of resident concerns related to the traffic backing up on Hollenbeck and Hyatt. In addition, on Hollenbeck, a lot of people are using that pathway now that Hyatt Preserve is built out. They're using that pathway, they're crossing at that four-way stop intersection, and it's creating all kinds of havoc. So I think we need to address the issue in a twofold manner, kind of similar to Dale Ford. We have a traffic issue backing up all the way back into Orange Township on Hyatt Road in the evenings from Hollenbeck. And then,
You mean, because Pike and,
Lackey Old State.
okay, that, you can.
My apologies. Hyatt and Hollenbeck is a separation, but I didn't ask for information on that. But Lackey Old State and Hollenbeck.
There's a traffic light going in
Traffic light,
there. Yes.
when is that?
I think it's next year.
That's in the works. They first talked about roundabout.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then they backed away and changed it to a traffic light.
And then, in addition to the traffic light, will there also be crosswalk intersections?
I haven't seen any, I don't know if there's plans on it, but it was, so last spring, they was out there doing right-of-way acquisition because it's gonna, the crosswalk in Judy's old house was going to be a problem. And then with traffic counts they did, they upped it to a traffic light. I have not seen anything, because really there's no sidewalk there, so I don't know.
Yes, there's no sidewalk currently there, and what I'm saying is now that Hyatt Preserve is built out in the Romanelli and Hughes area, a lot of pedestrians are going to that stop and then walking down Hollenbeck to the marina area.
Gotcha.
So I'd like to explore what we can do for safety of that.
I think prior to doing an REA, we'll get more information from the engineer's office and then we can revisit that if we need to.
Perfect.
Okay.
That sounds great. So we can keep it on the agenda for next round. Does that sound okay?
And the other thing, that there is a sidewalk that goes through the marina subdivision. Gets you right down there where you want it. And the traffic in there is not nearly as heavy as it is on Black Hills from Old State Road.
That's true, but, the Hyatt Preserve and the Romanelli and Hughes, that are north of Hollenbeck, so they're going to Hollenbeck, they're not walking down further, and then they're cutting across Hollenbeck to the marina, so they're not going into the subdivision. It used to be that just that subdivision was really cutting back, but now we have two new subdivisions that are trying to get access, and they're not going through the neighborhoods, instead they're going down the main street.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, well, let's see what the county engineer has to say
I
about it.
don't know what the traffic, what they're gonna do with, when they put in a traffic light there, you're gonna need to make a lot of turns.
Yeah.
So there probably needs to be some sidewalk stuff.
Jesse, do you know if there's a left turn lane anticipated?
Like I said, I haven't seen, they're gonna have to do something, because if not, like you said, I've seen it back clear, and we refuse to take anything to Orange Township after 2:00 on a weekday, because you can't get back.
Can't get back.
And I've got to talk to Doug about some other things, so I'll ask him what's going on, and then also, if you want to call me sometime, I'll go over what we've talked about today already.
Okay, that sounds great.
And I've seen it back up to the pumping stations, almost to the church, and
Yeah,
probably to the.
we gotta
truck
address
stop.
it. I think that's probably the most backed up spot, other than Africa and 3637, which is being addressed. Okay, thank you, Jesse.
Yep, have a good evening.
Thank you.
Are we good for roads?
So, back and plant, there's.
We're gonna hold off on that.
Okay, and so we got what's the Hollenbeck and Hyatt?
Hollenbeck and Pyatt was a resident that wanted to ensure that as we're building out Evans Farms, that we address the infrastructure which Norris Farms Development does, get to that with the roundabout being put in there
Sure,
as of right now.
okay.
So are we good with
Okay.
roads? Anything else?
I don't know, the gov deals, we talked about some items, before we can get rid of some of the equipment around here that we need to get rid of.
Yeah.
And we got the insurance thing taken care of. We will work to try to get a list of the items that we want to get together.
Okay.
Okay, that's it for roads at this point.
All right, we will transition to fire.
Excellent, thank you. I have a couple requisitions this evening. The first one would be to Vector Solutions. Vector Solutions provides our scheduling program for all the staff at the fire station. It'd be in the amount of $4,120.20.
Move to approve requisition number 25-053, the amount of $4,120.20 for Vector Solutions.
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bullard. Discussion. Please call roll.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
The next one will be 2025-054. This will be for the non-requisition and credit card spending for the period of August 5th through 21st.
Moved appropriating the amount of $1,541.44 per requisition 25-054 to non-requisition spending for the month of August 5th through 20th.
Second. Discussion.
Discussion.
The discussion is, we got two cards over, one is the Picker card and the Miller card, neither one of which still work here, so we need to try to update those.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. And we're waiting for a prosecutor to okay the agreement with the bank. And have been waiting for that for a good year.
Okay.
Oh, we should be able to take them off, though.
You can take them off, but you just can't put them on. Put people on.
I don't understand why they should prosecute to do that.
Well, we don't. We can just sign anything we want to, I suppose.
No, as long as the board approves someone to be on the credit card, credit card policy, then it should not be a problem to add someone, and it should not be a problem to take them off.
It's not a question of who's on the credit card. It's a question of creating a credit card administrator with the bank.
I see. And having an agreement with the bank, which the prosecutor has not approved the agreement.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we need to do for that? Do you want to follow up with
Yes.
the prosecutor and copy the board on that, and perhaps Administrator Hale as well, and we can,
I think she's been following up on it, actually.
Okay.
I have
You have it?
not on the credit card, no, not on the agreement.
go on ahead and please send a note to the prosecutor with the agreement and copy the board on this, because if this is preventing us from doing the daily operations, we need to get it resolved.
Well, it's not. It's just preventing, it's
Well, it
causing
is.
us to
Yeah.
do the daily operations through people like Adam Miller and Jim Piker.
Yeah, but see,
And
that's
Jake
illegal.
Roll.
We can't have people who don't
No.
know for us on the credit,
No,
named on the credit.
that's definitely illegal. It should not be.
The last requisition I have.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
So, do you have a vote?
Sorry, I heard
Trustee
myself.
Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee Graham.
Yes. And I suppose at this time, should we move to remove Pitcher and Miller from the credit card?
I
And do
would
you
not
have
do that
names?
until we have new credit cards, or else I can't get fuel.
And I understand that, but you have,
I'd prefer not to.
well, we need to do what's right when we find out it's not right. So
He needs to be added.
who needs to be added? Who should have
Chief
the credit
Taylor
card?
is not, he doesn't.
Yeah,
have credit.
I need one, and then currently I need one for fuel for the cars.
Absolutely.
Any of our gas, we don't have gas fuel.
Who else other than you needs a credit card?
At this point, I don't have an answer for that.
And
So
what
it'll be
is
the
the
new assistant chief.
What
whenever
is
that-
the typical spending limit that you guys have approved previously on the cards?
We have a $2,500 per month spending limit, so.
How much does the card actually max out?
I have no
I think
idea. I've
each
never
card
tried to
has
max it out.
2,000.
I think each card has
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never tried to max it out. So.
2,000.
We don't use it for much other than fuel, but we do.
Move to
currently
add, Chief Taylor to the, credit card with the maximum approval being $2,000 per month. So moved.
Second, for discussion, if we could make it somehow or another, Berlin Township Fire Department credit card rather than a person credit card.
I don't think you can,
I don't know if we can or not.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
because you sometimes have to provide your ID to match the name.
What they normally do is have it under Berlin Township's name, but then.
As
It's
the
under
office.
both.
Yeah.
The cards are under both. They're under a name and Berlin Township.
Yeah, right.
So,
The other thing we could do is just simply sign the card or sign the agreement without the prosecutors.
No, I'd like to get, I mean, they should,
Okay.
let's mobilize that and get that.
Okay,
And then, remove Joe Pitcher and, Andrew Miller from the credit card for Berlin Township.
Is it Adam or?
Adam,
Adam, sorry, friendly amendment. Do I have a second?
second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler for discussion. Please call roll.
Trustee Rail,
Yes.
trustee Bullard.
yes,
Did we vote on that, Chief Taylor?
I don't know.
I don't think we did.
Okay.
call the roll.
Yep.
Trustee Rail,
Yes.
trustee Bullard.
Yes. Okay,
Okay, next requisition.
the last requisition I have tonight will be for County Fire Tactics, for the CFT 100 Club. This gets us admission to 6 conferences, in Pensacola, Florida, where we've been sending folks for about a year now. These are national, high-level classes for, all sorts of different things, from firefighting tactics to officer development to command level, classes. So, the amount would be for $1,200 for, the 6 conferences. That would just be for the tuition for the conference, and when the conferences come up, we would do travel expenses.
And who's going on this?
I don't know yet.
You haven't determined it?
Yeah, haven't identified the participants yet. That'll get a submission for the next year to these classes. And the dates are on
Yeah.
the flyer in the back, so,
This looks great.
yeah. They're fantastic classes, so.
When you bring back the expenditures, can you make sure to add the names of the people who are going at that time?
Yes.
Because I imagine you'll bring back for the food budget.
Yes, yeah, you'll have the names for those particular classes when I identify who's gonna go.
Fantastic. Move to approve, requisition 25-055, appropriating the amount of $1,200 to County Fire Tactics CFT 100 Club.
second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler. Discussion.
is there any travel or anything involved in this?
That'll be identified later.
Just,
This just gets us into the classes. It's a
just covers.
kind of a package deal. You buy into it now and you get it cheaper. So average cost of these classes, if we were to buy into them at the time of the class, would be $500 a class.
Not disagreeing all
Right.
quarters, if we need to appropriate something.
Not yet, no. That'll come later.
Please call roll.
Trustee Bullard,
Yes,
trustee Rail.
Yes. Next item is gov deal items.
Yes, so I have several items that I'd like to have removed from the inventory, and these are all damaged items. They're not for gov deals. They'll be disposed of. It's just fire hose that has failed testing and is leaking. The reason I don't want it on gov deals is I don't want another fire department to buy it to use for in-service fire hose. So they're just going to be, what we'll do is cut the couplings off and dispose of the hose in a manner appropriate. So it's 11 sections of fire hose with the ID numbers listed on the agenda.
Move to remove from inventory the sections of the fire hose provided by Chief Taylor and authorize the disposal of the same.
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler, discussion. And then you guys have this document as well, so, okay. So you will have the provision of what sections to remove from inventory.
Got it.
Thank you, Jeff. Please call roll.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee Bowler.
Next item, firefighter resignation.
Yes, the last item I have is the resignation of part-time firefighter Joe Baker due to availability. He is working for 4 different fire departments, 1 full-time, 3 part-time, and obviously family life, something had to give. So he is regrettably resigning from the Berlin Township Fire Department.
Move to accept the resignation of firefighter Joe Baker with regret, effective, what date?
Today.
Effective immediately.
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler, discussion. Appreciate his service and hope him the best in the future. Please call roll.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee Bowler.
Yes.
And that concludes our agenda items for fire. Any other items for fire?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you, chief.
You got everything that you need for the open house?
Yep, putting it together now.
Okay.
I'll have a requisition next meeting for fire prevention items for the season with, October coming and an open house and, that type of stuff. So we'll be getting some fire prevention items. Inspector Conley was putting that together today, as a matter of fact, so.
I'm sure that the open house will be an outstanding success as always.
Looking forward to it.
And you have a new layout for us, correct?
Yes.
Where the trustees will be on the inside, a little bit closer to the action.
I think that would make more sense.
I think it would too.
Then you guys being out there on the front porch where nobody's at.
As long as you guys are okay with the grill being
We
where.
cook inside the station all the time.
Okay.
Not worried. And and let's be honest, if there's a mishap, you're in the right place.
That's
So.
very true. That's very true. Administrator Hale, I believe historically we've had zoning present, and it's been quite a popular table. We've taken a map, and so I'm not sure if,
I think Jared was there last year.
yeah, I'm not sure if Mr. Valentine will be joining us, but we may want to confirm that we have, I think we had a couple pieces of paper, maybe some zoning metrics and a big map, and people have come and talked quite a bit at that meeting, about zoning too. All right, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Next item is possible executive session on personnel matters. Is that still required? Okay, move to recess into executive session from regular session pursuant to ORC 121.22 G1 to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official.
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler. Discussion, please call roll.
Trustee Bowler.
Yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes, we are now in executive session.
I need to grab my documents. I was thinking.
And Mike.
Perfect, thank you. Move to return to regular session from executive session.
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler. Discussion, please call roll.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee Brown.
Yes. We did meet in executive session, the decisions were made and no actions were taken. That being said, we did want to address a couple of different positions that we have going on within our township. Currently, we do have a director of roads, cemetery, and facilities position. This position exists in its current status as a non-exempt hourly position. And Trustee Bullard, was there thoughts or considerations as the liaison that you had related to this position?
I don't have a preference one way or the other, but I think it's moving more toward a salary position than an hourly position. And I think we should adjust the salary to be commensurate with that.
I concur.
And I'm thinking something in the 90 to 100 range.
Okay, well then at this time, I'll move to transition the Director of Roads, Cemetery, and Facilities position from non-exempt to exempt status at the salary rate of, start with $90,000 for a start date to be determined by Administrator Hale and Mr. Peden.
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by Trustee Bowler. Discussion. I think that makes sense, especially because the director position has now taken over the cemeteries as well. That's a big change and really justifies and warrants that position moving from a non-exempt status to exempt status.
And more responsibility position.
Exactly.
Position.
Exactly. Please call roll.
Trustee Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to jump down to the other position that we discussed, which is the Berlin Township Operations Specialist position. It's my understanding that we are revamping this position description a little bit and generalizing out the position description, mobilizing it to full-time and giving a potential salary range of $50,000 to $60,000. I don't think, do we need to do anything to
Just approve the updated position
Okay.
description.
move to update the position description for the Berlin Township Operations Specialist to the version that has been updated August 25th, 2015?
Second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by Trustee Bowler. Discussion. I think this is definitely a needed position within our township at this time.
And it's got the date on the last page.
Exactly, yeah, please use that version. Please call roll.
Trustee Bullard.
Yes.
Trustee Brown.
Yes. Right, we'll go back up to cemetery. Are there any cemetery
Do we need
items?
to do anything on that?
No. We don't need to do anything on the assistant chief position, do we?
Not at this time.
Okay. There's no offer or anything
No.
you consider. Okay. Gotcha.
Anything for cemetery, Trustee Bullard?
I do not have anything.
Not at this time.
And so we have, as I understand it, we have our Evergreen Memorial Sexton Hannah,
Yes.
established, starting the job.
She has started. We got her new laptop configured and she has already attended one funeral.
Did you get my email?
Yes, she will be in tomorrow.
Excellent. And we also have the cemetery clerk slated to start next week, In their new
Yes,
role?
at the end of this week.
at the end of this week in the
Friday.
new role. So cemetery, ossuarium, paper pathway complete. We have both of our sextons for respective cemeteries up and running, and our cemetery clerk working on documentation the last few years. It's wonderful. Any other news for cemetery?
No,
Great.
not at this point.
Thank you. All right, zoning department, I mentioned the township operations specialist position description, which we have adopted. That actually, I guess, is more of a trustee item than a zoning department item now, given that we have updated the description. Other than that, there's no zoning department updates at this time. Fiscal officer items, payment list.
There are two.
Okay,
One of them is several, like 24 checks. The second one is a single one. I presume that they are at the top of that upside down stack. Of course, there's one.
this one.
Here's that one.
Okay.
And there should be another one there. I bet it's right.
Okay. Ah, is that it? No.
No.
There was another loose page in there.
This one.
Yes.
That one kind of is the same number as this check.
Okay, so we'll keep it together.
This is,
So you had an independent positive pay file too?
Yeah.
Okay. Move to approve positive pay file report file dated 8/23 at 2:55 PM for payments number 32996 through 33019.
second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler. Discussion? Please call roll.
Trustee Rail.
Yes.
Trustee Buller.
yes,
Move to approve positive pay file report dated 8/25 at 3:53 PM for payment number 33021.
second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler. Discussion? Please call roll.
What happened to 33020?
Voided because I put the check in there.
Okay. All right.
It's been voided.
At least we know
It
where
happens.
it's
All
at.
right, just one. Okay.
Thank you. Further discussion? Please call roll.
Trustee Buller.
yes.
Trustee Rail.
Yes. Okay, that brings us to electronic payment list. Is that what we just did?
No, the electronic payment list was on the table in the back. I don't know if anybody brought them up.
Okay.
What turn the temperature?
Okay.
Did get kind of chilly there, didn't it? Doesn't feel like August. Thanks, man.
And there's no action for us to take on this. It's just for our review.
Right. Well, you can review and approve, I suppose.
Didn't we already approve these as positive pay file items?
No, those are electronic payments. Those are payments that are not paid by check. They're paid.
Oh, yes, you're right, yeah.
Payment lists are, deposit payment lists are only warrants.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the usual bunch. The
Yes.
Verizon, the water, the.
How's the water looking now that our toilet is not constantly running? It seems like it's not our monthly amount.
It's a little lower than, I think it was about this time last year we hit that one. Did I ever tell you that story? I'll tell you later.
Move to approve the electronic payment list dated 8/11/2025 to 8/31/2025, dated 8/25/2025 at 4:16 PM.
Second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Buller. Discussion? Please call roll.
Trustee Rio?
Yes.
Trustee Buller?
yes.
Okay, monthly reports and credit card attestation.
Okay,
I went over to Ms. Hyde.
yes, something that UAN highly recommends is that we print out monthly reports after the bank records one. And in those, it includes bank reconciliation summary, appropriation summary, you can look at these, fund summary, revenue summary, payment list.
Okay.
So these are something that you, will be given every month, and you can review these and let us know if you have any questions.
Okay.
But we require 2 signatures on these from the trustees.
Okay, what does our signature represent?
Basically just, saying that you looked through these and approved them, or let us know if you have any questions. If you have any questions.
Okay,
So,
you wanna
something
hand it
that
to
you
us? and we
and
can-
highly recommend stuff. And that's something that can be emailed to you for the meeting.
Yes, thank you, that would be great, because I typically review a few days in advance, and I see that trustee Lord and trustee O'Brien have already signed this, indicating their review.
Yes.
So, great, so moving forward, if we could get it in advance, that'd be brilliant.
Yep.
Okay,
Start doing
We
that.
need to,
we don't need to approve anything,
No.
we're just attesting to
we need a
the.
motion on it or not?
As long as that you sign it, we're good.
Yeah, it's
Two
a bit
trustees
signed.
sign it, we're good.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'll go somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll start with that.
thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, the next thing is credit card policy.
Mhm.
So I did send these to you,
Yes.
by email, and wonder first of all if you have any questions. Basically back in 2018, HB 312 was enacted because there was quite a bit of fraud with credit cards. They suggested, well, didn't suggest, Ohio Revised Code said that we need to set up a credit card policy. The policy that you saw was basically one that was used in Geauga County where I used to work. So it has been approved by prosecutors, et cetera. The difference in this is the board has to, they could basically say that they're gonna authorize users. And the users have to sign off on forms saying, the policy here, that you received these. And then the fiscal officer will give, and I do have on this attestation of review. Normally, the chairperson would be what's called compliance officer.
Mhm.
You would review these, and I can show you like what I did with these. And then these are filed, just to say that, there's no fraud going on, these are the charges. And again, this probably should have been enacted back in 2019. So I believe it's pretty important that this is done as quickly as possible.
I think we have something in place where we were, like, the board does have to authorize the users, but this is definitely more comprehensive
Yes.
than what we have.
Absolutely. They really suggest that this be done.
So I had a chance to review that policy, I did not have any issues with it.
Okay.
The only item, and I know it's a bigger item, is I want to make certain that our prosecutor's office is comfortable with the policy.
Sure.
It should take minimal time to review.
Okay.
And pending their approval, I think we go with everything that you recommend or any adjustments that they make.
Okay.
And we enact that as soon as possible. What do you think, trustee Lord?
I agree with what you just said.
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
So-
I'm okay with it because, we're looking for just an update, or an updated procedure.
Right, and also in here, it has a place where we put in here, the limits of each person, this should be reviewed twice a year, to make sure that you still approve people that have credit cards and the limits, et cetera, et cetera. It's just another step to take to make sure there's no fraud.
I think that that's great, and I think historically we've set ranges, already, but maybe we need to take the opportunity to review that and say what we want it to be going forward as we're writing it into this policy now.
Okay, so what I did, just to kind of give you an example, is I do have the attestation, which since the policy hasn't been approved, yet, you don't have to sign.
Yeah.
But what I will do is I will give you this list, and this will show you by department what has been spent. And this also will be filed with the statement and all the receipts. And that will be signed
By the chair.
Yes.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Would it be okay if we then eliminate bringing forward resolutions for credit card spending for the departments when we now have this? Because essentially it's creating
It is the same
duplicate,
thing.
right, it's
Yes.
duplicate work.
Yeah,
Yes.
this, I agree, I think that this would, I mean, this is comprehensive enough, this is what we're looking for in these requisitions,
And
so.
the large majority of the fire non-requisition spending is fuel, which will be eliminated as soon as our fuel tank comes online.
Right,
So we will no longer be purchasing those, so they're,
that's a great idea, so let's make sure to document that we will stop doing it, the requisitions for that, once we enact that. We'll hopefully get the policy approved by the prosecutors for next meeting, and then we can start from the 8th forward.
yeah, what I'd like to do, Paula, is if you've looked over the purchasing policy, send purchasing and credit card at the same time to the prosecutor.
Yes.
Okay.
And would you like me to take care of that with the prosecutor? Do I need to be
Actually,
approved?
Fiscal Officer Jordan you were already contacting the prosecutor's office and copying us. When you contact them about the bank agreement, can you also attach the credit card policy and indicate that we're also looking to enact this, and could we have a swift review? Is that okay? Excellent, so we have 2 items going to the prosecutor for review.
Fiscal Officer Jordan, can you attach the purchasing policy draft with that so that they can review all
That's what now?
the purchasing policy draft?
Do we have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 things. Bank agreement, purchasing policy draft, and credit card policy. And we'd like to have that, indicate we would like to have that by the 5th in anticipation of September 8th meeting.
You got those?
Excellent.
Great, wonderful.
Great work, Paula. Appreciate your insights on that. Inventory approval. I have not had the chance to go through my section for the inventory, but I do appreciate that Fiscal Officer Jordan provided the list by department. Did you have the chance, Trustee Bullard, to have your folks go through it? Can we put that for September 8th?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll put that to September 8th, and we will make certain to, and also Administrator Hill, could you run that through the chief too for fire?
I believe they have already.
They've already done it,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
they have communicated with Paula
Yes.
any discrepancies.
okay, excellent.
Great.
So we'll have that, but for the fiscal office by the 8th.
And we'll also take off the things that Chief Taylor gave to us today.
Today.
Make sure that's all updated.
Squared away.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, anything else for fiscal office?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Administrator, consider roads director position revision and compensation. We've already done that. Staff cell phones.
Yes, requesting that the board approve a township cell phone for the assistant fire chief once we have a candidate and an offer. Want to get ahead of it so that we can hit the ground running, as well as for the new fire inspector, because he's doing a considerable amount of business contacting whether it's the schools or any of the businesses, residents, and we would like to do that. I also would like the board to consider giving me authorization to approve those as they come forward, rather than having to wait for a board meeting to move on that, to being able to add a line to our Verizon account.
Okay, let's do 2 separate resolutions. Let's do 3. Move to approve assistant chief to have a staff cell phone.
Second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Wooler. Discussion.
financing by the fire department.
Financing by the fire department. Thank you. Further discussion? Please call roll.
I'm behind, I'm sorry. Give me a second here. Motion rail.
There's only 2 of us, so.
There's a 50-50 shot. Authorize cell phone
For the assistant chief position.
chief. Trustee Bullard,
Yes,
trustee Rail,
Yes, and the discussion note on that was financed by fire.
thank you.
Okay, second is move to approve cell phone for Inspector Conley to be financed by fire.
second. Again, financing by the fire department.
Moved by the chair, second by trustee Bowler, discussion? Note that. Please call roll.
Trustee Rail,
Yes.
trustee Fuller,
Yes,
And I'm perfectly comfortable with the administrator being the one to appropriate, cell phones in accordance with policy. So move to approve Administrator Hale, to execute all documents and authorize her to approve cell phone usage by staff in accordance with the policy.
second.
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bowler, discussion?
Does that fit with what you're looking for?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and then as a friendly note, Administrator Hale, the financing would be from the respective department that the individual is allocated from.
And we will let the fiscal office know when we add one because it will be reflected on our Verizon bill. So, and we should be getting a discount on our Verizon bill because it was to hit state contract this month. And so I can check in with our rep where our lines were, I know the chief and I's lines were going down by about half.
Wow.
And we were getting,
I think the bill was about $75 less this time.
Fantastic.
I've got it right here, don't I?
good news.
Yeah, it was, well, it wasn't. It was
Well, maybe next time.
451.16.
It was supposed to hit around this time. They were expecting it to fall under state contract, so.
It's rare that bills go down, so we will celebrate that victory. Okay, wonderful. Any other administrator items? No? Okay, trustee items, we have the transition board chair, that's already been covered. The newsletter vendor, I have this as an item. We have been using Bayes printing for a number of years now. I transitioned to them to upscale our newsletter, based on the recommendation provided by Genoa Township, who uses them. They've done an okay job, but we have some limitations, namely, we can't do digital prints like photographs. We have to give a sometimes 3 to 4 week runway time, to get everything processed. And they've increased the prices time and time again, which the cost of postage has also gone up. I have since learned about Mail Pro One, which is a local, truly local company out of city of Delaware. And it's owned by Trustee Garrett's father, actually. And they are able to do high resolution newsletters with images. They said that they would come under the cost of Bayes printing, and they're able to turn around with addresses provided within a week's time. So, I mean, based on that, you have the expediency, the price, and the quality. To me, it seems reasonable that we would start going to them for our printing needs over and against Bayes printing. But I want to know your thoughts, and your thoughts, of course, Administrator.
The only comment I've got is, if we can save some money, that's great. And the second thing though is, with Cindy and the administrator, should they take a look at it? If you guys want to take a look at it, or just a good way to look at it?
We are starting the process now of transitioning the newsletter into a different platform. For me, I don't have as much concern about who the vendor is as far as getting the newsletter out the door. We do have a couple of other vendors we use. Business cards are in process right now with another one, so we'll use who makes sense. We have a number to choose from, but I added this on the agenda to make sure the fiscal officer knows that if the board approves this, to close out the current purchase order and reopen the amount authorized for under the new vendor.
How much do we have available under Bayes printing, fiscal officer?
We just did a brand new PO for $5,000,
Okay, well, and the other thing.
unless you haven't signed it.
I don't think I have, but the other thing is, historically, we've had to provide the addresses to Bayes. And this company will do the mailer with the addresses, and they will confirm the receipt of delivery to the addresses. So I think that will be a quality assurance check that we haven't had in place historically. I've heard rumors that some people get 2 copies of our newsletters in the mail, other people don't get our copy. And obviously, there's gonna be some errors here and there, but, if we can get that report of who all got delivered, and then that way, if you have any questions that come up, we know, oh, it shows that the delivery didn't go to your address or something like that, and we can get them on there. The main people left off are often the newer homes that aren't registered yet, which is to be expected. If it's all the same to both of you, I would prefer to go try out Mail Pro One, because I know what we get with Bays, and it's a fine product. It's just a little bit slower, and give it a try. And if we don't like what Mail Pro One does, we can always go back.
Yeah, we did do a PO at the last meeting. We appropriated $5,000
Okay.
to Bays.
Was there any charges on that?
No, I
Okay.
haven't drawn a check yet, no.
Move to appropriate $5,000 to Mail Pro One LLC for the purposes of the fall 2025 newsletter.
Is it mail, MAIL?
Yes.
PRO, one spelled out or the number?
All one, the number.
The
Yeah.
numeric one,
Yep, all one word.
all one word. MAILPRO one LLC.
Does this take the place of the other motion?
Yeah, what I'll do is close the purchase order for that.
I will second it,
And then we can close them.
and then I think we probably need to extend the other motion.
I don't think we need to rescind it. I think we need to have a new motion to remove them from the purchase order in the next resolution.
Okay, gotcha.
$5,000?
Yeah. Any more discussion? Please call roll at your convenience.
Trustee Brown?
Yes.
Trustee Bullard?
Yes,
With that in view, move to remove Bay's printing from purchase order for the amount of $5,000 at this time.
second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by trustee Bullard. Discussion? Please call roll.
Trustee Brown?
Yes.
Trustee Bullard?
yes,
So, Aubrey, I think at this time, Cindy or you or whomever can reach out to MailPro. Maybe I'll connect you tonight via email. And what we can do is they have a template to provide the layout and however you guys do it, like if it's in Canva, but the way that it's been folded in the past, you know, we don't have to do it that way by any means. It's just whatever template that they needed, then we base our articles and what we write on the space limitations.
Yeah, having that now would be helpful.
And having that now would be very helpful. I had a list of items that I wanted to make certain were included in the newsletter. I'll send to the board. And I was hoping that by like the second week of September, that we could have whatever articles we wanted and those kinds of items so that they can manipulate the newsletter and have it out by the end of September. Does that sound good?
Beginning of the second week would be helpful.
Okay. Beginning of the second week, is that an okay timeline?
no, I think we're okay.
Okay, excellent. All right, anything else related to newsletter? All right, brings us to Rockford Home Settlement Agreement, which we've already taken action on. Old business, any old business to address?
Well, I don't know whether it's old business or what it is, but we got a subpoena for a bunch of information. And I just want to make sure we got that handled or at least being worked on, or somebody's working to make it get resolved.
Public
Yes.
records request.
Yeah, what years were those cases?
I will have to go back and look. I don't know.
Need to know that in the morning.
I think it is due, they said, by the 1st of September.
September 7th.
September 7th.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you. And I thought that I recalled them saying we could maybe go back not as far.
Yeah, we'll have to, we can talk about it.
And so I would say try to give us, if you only can go back 5 years, then just do that, provide that information.
Okay.
And then we'll see if we can just have that be sufficient. So just focus on at least the last 5 years, but if it's easy, readily available, why not? But if it's, if you're down the rabbit hole hunting, then it sounded like maybe we could go back and say, let's narrow that timeline a little bit.
What was this?
This is the,
Records request. for
Yeah.
TNR properties.
TNR property,
You saw it.
public record request.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay.
Trying to figure out the letters.
I mean, the email, it was more than just,
It was three.
it was 3 different things.
Yeah, three.
It was Mr. Gebhardt.
What?
Mr. Gebhardt
It was
was
three
who,
separate cases.
requested that.
Yeah, we can
That's one.
discuss.
Okay, all right, no, I'll go with that. I can find all that for you.
Okay, anything else for old business?
So, do I need to do anything on the records request?
No,
Okay. You don't need anything from our board for any of the,
I think I can find that.
okay. If
And
you
I've
do,
I've already contacted Mr. Stocco about,
Okay.
how to do the response.
okay,
And I was just didn't know whether there was emails or something, whether I needed to do an email run to see to me that, if you guys got it covered.
It's just the bills, it's just the legal bills is what you want, right?
We're talking about two different things.
yeah, you are. We're talking about TNR properties request.
This was forwarded to you last week. I forwarded it to both of you.
Yeah, I thought it was three separate cases, but it's the one.
We can,
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay. Very good. Any other old business? Okay, future meetings.
Let me think, hang on, the whole business for a
Okay.
second. No, nothing, okay, future meetings,
I have DCRPC this Thursday. I saw, it looked like, was it on 9/11 that the DCTA was meeting?
right? 9/11 is to that meeting, and then, I've got a, emergency meeting same day.
Oh, busy day for you.
Same day as what?
DCTA, 9/11. And then I have DCRPC this Thursday.
Right.
Any meetings for you, Administrator Hale?
a number of them, but not outside of
Yeah.
the normal schedule.
Okay, very good. Late items.
I have one.
Yes.
Looking over what the prosecutor's office has sent us about filling the trustee vacancy, I did send an email earlier today that we, after talking to Tony earlier today, we can advertise the position, but it has to be declared vacant by resolution within 10 days. So I just need direction from the board on whether you intend to hold a special meeting to do so, or would you plan to do so on September 8th? Technically, the 8th does fall within that window, but if I need to schedule a special meeting, please let me know.
So trustee position, we
Yes.
declared that vacant.
You cannot technically declare it vacant until the seat is vacant.
Okay, so we can't declare it until our next meeting, which is the 8th.
Unless you choose to hold a special meeting the week of the 2nd.
Could we, well, we had indicated that we plan to advertise and open for applications from the 1st through the 7th.
Yes.
So I think that we need to post it on the 1st, first thing in the morning, and then run it until the 8th, at which time that's our normal meeting, and then we can declare it vacant going back to the 1st,
As long
correct?
as you're comfortable with that timeline.
Are you comfortable with that? And then at that time, we can declare it vacant on the 8th and go back to the 1st, effective the 1st, and then we can begin reviewing applications on the 8th that we've received.
It works and means we don't need a special meeting or anything on that between now and the 8th.
Yes, that's what it sounds like, and that's permissible.
That is my understanding from him when we discussed that earlier today. He has sent a number of attachments. I believe he sent them to the board as well.
I don't think
can
I-
double check.
I don't think I received anything from him.
And we are working through those because the fiscal officer will have to do some notifications of Secretary of State and He sent it on, let's see, it was August 13th, and he did send it to myself,
Oh,
trustee,
8/13?
yes. Trustee Bullard, you, and fiscal officer Jordan.
Okay.
So there are 17 attachments. They're all documents that we have to.
Okay, and you're working through that?
I'm doing my best, and
Okay.
I have asked Assistant to Fiscal Officer to assist me in making sure that we are getting those things out the door.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay, now, Trustee O'Brien was the liaison for the fire department. So if he will be gone, should we just transition to Administrator Hale being the liaison? I guess, not technically the liaison,
Yeah.
but the one that's supervising and take care of the fire department.
What's your preference? Do you want to have one of us assign, or do you feel comfortable enough with that area of responsibility that you can handle whatever would come up in that intermediate time?
I feel comfortable enough. If there is something that needs to come before the board's or to the board's attention, I will pass that along.
Is that working? Do we need to do a motion to make anything happen, or is that already in place?
As long as I am authorized, there are some spending provisions in the organizational minutes. So as long as if you are not interested in authorizing me to move forward with those spending thresholds, that at least one of you two can sign off on emergency purchases.
Let's see.
Because it has to be a trustee to authorize that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable if you wanna authorize me to, approve emergency purchases for fire at this time. And anything that comes up, you and I can just tag team on in the intermediate.
That works out fine.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Until we get the organizational minutes, we can look at that.
Well, then we need to do it somehow, so that if you're not here, I can do it. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna be here till the 8th, won't be back until the 8th, but in the long run, until we get a new organization in place, we need to make it so that we can both do it in case somebody's out of town or not available.
Well, we can both do it already, right?
I have to look around my organizational minutes.
Let's just say, just kind of cover ourselves, let's say, move to authorize Trustee Bullard or Trustee Rail to serve in place of the fire liaison with all associated authorization through 12/31/2025.
Second,
Moved by the chair, seconded by Trustee Bullard. Discussion? Please call roll.
Trustee Royal,
Yes.
Trustee Bullard.
yes,
Okay, so that covers us, and you can come to either of us and be done.
that takes care of the whole thing.
Any other late items? Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Oh, no need.
Oh.
Trustee O'Brien had some things that he did as chairman that I don't know whether we need to do anything with them or not. Seems to me like he was we need to contact for all changes and certainly contact the health department.
Yeah, he was the contact for the health, not because he was the chair, but because he was assigned that role in the organizational meeting. Which, do we have the final copy of that ready to post online? Organizational meeting?
I don't know. Is it signed? I don't know that I've ever heard back with the second, with the corrections that I made.
Yeah, you have. I made corrections, we approved it, and all we're waiting for is you to accept the red line of what I sent through with the things inserted.
I will look and see if I,
That one is particularly important, as you know.
of course.
So,
course.
let's try to get that up on the website ASAP. And
I thought I made the changes and sent them back,
I just,
but that's been months ago, right?
if somebody can provide me the copy that needs to go on the
Yeah.
website, I'll be happy to do that.
yeah, that's months ago, yeah.
Months and months.
So I believe what happened is, and we can look at it, but let's get that posted. All right, any other late items? So to your point, let's look at this for the 8th, and let's distribute all of those responsibilities accordingly.
But that's fine. I'm just trying to,
In the meantime, I think as chair, those things can be directed to me.
I don't, I think.
If they need to.
Yeah, increasingly as we add staff and staff becomes the contact, I think.
Yeah.
We're
It's just-
handling a lot of those.
if we need a motion to make sure we're clear on it, we can do that sort of thing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Okay. Motion, move to adjourn,
So moved.
second? Moved by trustee Mueller, seconded by the chair. Please call roll.
Trustee Bullard,
Yes.
trustee Ray.
Yes. You're adjourned.
7:52.
7:52. Things started moving fast all of a sudden.